Hi everyone, this is Cindy Crane at the Heart, and I am back with a decorate with me. Decorate with me. I am going through and decorating my work planner. So every year I do a work planner, and it's the academic year. So for me, it's from August to May. And so I design a planner that works for me. So I do this is going to be some goals and projects, and this is August, which I'm not thrilled with. Anyway, this is the planner, and I've already decorated some pages, which I'm going to do a walkthrough of all the pages eventually, but some of the pages will be done on YouTube. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm using a lot of Not Too Shabby Shop stamps. I already have them, but it's a good way of kind of showing how you can stretch your stamps for more than just cards, for example. And so I'm going to go ahead, and this is actually Not Too Shabby Shop. This is to mess me up. This is like blue right here. A Not Too Shabby Shop stencil, not the name of it, stencil that I have. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to decide if I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp first, and then I'm going to go ahead and stencil. Normally in some cases, you would stamp and mask and then create your layout. However, my planner is very work-oriented. I mean, it's designed, I'm designing it to help me with work. It's really, the decoration is just like a secondary piece. So I did design it first to make sure that it has all the elements that I need to make it work for me at work. All right, so I'm using this stamp set. This was a previous Stamp and Die of the Month. This one is called Sweet Valentine. I'm using this for February. This is an Archer and Olive notebook, which I love. It takes a lot of different mediums very well. It does not take Copics, so that is a little bit of a struggle for me, but that's okay. I am working through that, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of figure out what I'm going to do and if I'm going to have to do any sort of masking. So I might not have to do masking if I'm being very good with my stamping and where I locate it. Then I probably won't have to. So I do miss my Misty when I'm doing this, because Misty is very helpful. This ink I'm using is Permanent Dye ink by Altenew. It's okay. I just finding that perfect black ink is just, especially one that doesn't smear. I know it's a hard one. All right, I'm gonna put right here, and let's hope that I can get it on there. Not bad. Okay, so there's that one. And I'm going to put this one. I think I'm going to put it up here. That's what I think I do. So I'm going to decorate this, and then I'm going to color it in. I think I'm going to use, I've been using my Zig markers, which I don't know, I'm still really kind of getting used to how they work, and they're not my favorite, but they're okay. In the pinch that I'm in, they're fine. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna do that right there. I think I can use smaller things. So yeah, I'm going to stamp it first, and then I'm going to see if I need to mask anything, and then I will stencil, and then I will color it in, and then I will finish like the layout. It's amazing once you put all the pieces in, then it's like, wow, that really works. Yeah, I'll do that one right now. So I need a steaming hot lead. So I'm just like really got a lot of stuff behind my desk right now, because it's funny once you start getting going, it's like, wow, I have a lot of stuff that I need to use just to do one simple layout. But it's fine. And let's see. Yeah, I might get away. I think I'm going to get away with not having to mask. I'll just be careful. And so that. Let's see, what else would work for me here? It's just so fun. Really, really fun. I've had so much fun decorating this planner, but this is only my monthly. I still have like my weeklies to do, so I don't know how I'm gonna get those done. But the whole plan is to get everything done before, well, as soon as possible, actually. Let's see. And I will do this. And so I will be showing the whole like planner once it's done. That one didn't come out so good, but that's all right. I will let it go because I don't think I could line it up very well. I'll let that one go. So that happens when you're not using a MISTI. You know, things aren't as good. I'm going to have so much work to do, too, to put everything away because I have so much stuff out. Like, it's insane. That's, like, the worst part, I think, of crafting is, like, putting everything away and, you know. So, all right. So this is done. I'll put this out of the way because I am done with this stamp set. And so this is the Not Too Shabby Shop let's see here, the Not Too Shabby Shop stencil, and I got this a while ago. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this pink champagne, and I think I'm going to do rose water and cupcake. All right, let's see how it goes. I'll start with the rose water, which I think is a lighter ink. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put some color down. And I'm really loving the use of stencils. Yeah, it's really, I would say, float my boat using the stencils for sure. And this is not taped down real well. Let's see here. Get some more tape. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and shift this and I'm going to use this cupcake. And so, yeah, once you put the color down and then you know, do everything else that you do to it, like number it and, you know, put the numbers down and the date, the days of the week. It really starts coming together. All right, so there's that. And I like how that looks. And so now I'm going to move this up, and I don't want to get that. So I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to mask it with some tape, I think is what I'm going to do. That way I won't have to actually make a mask. It'll be a little bit quicker. And I'll try to like avoid that area as well. So let's see, put this down. We're going to start with the rose water. And we'll go ahead and there's probably some ink already on here that we can go ahead and just use. It's a good amount of ink on here. And we'll just do a little bit here. All right, so there we go. That one is in the books for the stenciling. I'm going to save these little tape goodies. And I'll put that over there. Okay, so now we have to decide how we're going to color our cupcakes. And what I usually like to do is I like to stay within the same sort of color family. I try not to get too crazy with my coloring because there's just no time for that. So I'm going to find all of sort of my pinks and my reds and pinks and reds, and so we'll see what we want to do. And have purple. Okay, so, and then purple. Okay, so let me get a lay of the land of what I have. So these are some zig markers that I have. And I think that I'm going to do some light pink, light carmine. Maybe this is my color palette right here. All right, so then I just go in here and I just put some color down. So the zig markers, they don't bleed through with this paper, unlike my Copics. So the reason why I kind of went with a zig, even though I'm really not that great with a zig, is that I have a lot of colors. So first of all, I know it's not going to bleed through, and second, I have a lot of colors. So that means that I have a lot of, I don't have to like run around and try to find colors. I already have a lot of colors that will help me, you know, in decorating, because I'm doing, you know, I'm doing a lot of pages. So, and this is like taking away a little bit from a lot of the other projects I have, but this is one of those sort of practical things that I really actually need to get done, because I actually really like use it. It's not that I don't use cards and, you know, mail them out and hand them out, box them up with friends at work or whatever, or even maybe give some for gifts. But it's not like an immediate thing, and I have so many cards. But this is an actual like project where I'm really going to be like using this a lot every single day. And it gets a little thrashed. I don't know, I was looking at it and I was thinking, well, maybe I could fit 2 years. So I don't know, maybe I can fit 2 years, because there's 160 pages, I think. So I can do 80 pages for this year, and, you know, 80 pages for the next year. So I don't know, thinking about it. And so, and yeah, I have a lot of colors. So I haven't really been able to like watercolor really successfully with this, which is okay. I'm okay with that. And this is a really pretty red. So yeah, I'm very, I'm excited to show you the whole book when it's done, because it's already starting to come together and look so amazing. Let's see, this is February. So I've done January, I've done March, and I've done April. So I'm just kind of leapfrogging around, I guess. Just kind of doing what I feel like doing, I guess. Once I'm done with the monthlies, then I've got to figure out how I'm going to handle. I'm trying not to do too much washi. So if I do washi, it'll be with the weekly pages that I do. But I'm probably not going to do a lot of, I'm not going to do any washi with my monthlies, because I just don't want the bulk. And that's where I'm going to save my bulk. Okay, there's that. And let me go ahead and do this. So yeah, it's coming together. And it's amazing, just a few stamps, and I mean, it looks really, really good. So I'm not too worried. This is a nice, really nice stamp set. So when I'm done coloring, I'm going to go through with my marker, and it's going to, what color is this one? Pink Flamingo. I don't know how I feel about that. It's, you know, I'm going to outline it in black, and so it's going to look amazing when I do that. The stamp set's going to show up nicely. So I'm going to do that. So just coloring it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to speed it up, otherwise it might make my voice sound terrible if I speed it up. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm gonna color in the cheeks. Okay, so there's that one. Now I'm gonna do up here, and I think I'm gonna do some purple. So that's gonna look pretty amazing with this purple. And so, yeah, I think one of the things that I've been trying to do is when I do a page, to stay within a certain color kind of profile. You know, like January was like blue and pink. Like this February, I'm doing pinks and some purples. And so, you know, as long as you don't mix it up too much, it's easier and it looks well put together and it looks kind of like, you know, designed for that month. And so here we go. And I think this is going to look really, really, really cute when it's done. So I have a few more months to do. This is a very dark purple, which I'm liking. So those little dots are getting lost, but that's okay. I'll find them again. And so let's see here. I don't know. I did my book planner, and so I do need to do a mid review. It's going to be a little late, I think, but I am going to do one. Just, I think it'd be fun just to see where I'm at in terms of keeping up with all my planners. I think that's really the hard part is, you know, keeping up with everything. It's like gung-ho at the beginning, and then this would make a great watermelon color, I just was thinking. And let's see here. Okay, so that side is good. Now let's do this side. And I am going to do this gorgeous red. Which I think is just a really pretty red. And I'm going to do, this one's going to be red. And let's see, I'll do this pink for this and the cheeks. And we're almost done with the coloring. The coloring went by pretty quick this time. Nice, I mean, not lots of, like, some of them have like more detail, the ones I've done, so they've been more like coloring, even though I'm like doing really trying not to be detailed with my coloring, but it is what it is. The bow. And okay. All right. So goes aside, and I'm going to color this, and I've been debating if I should continue with what I've been coloring with. I think I'm going to go with my acrylic. I've got a really bright red, but then, I'm trying to open this. I got these really pretty, they came with a kit, and so it was a certain color profile. I mean, I think I'm going to go with this pink is what I think I'm going to do. Because why not? So the only problem with this is it's brand new. So I have to get it working. And then I can test and see if it's really what I want. Because I also have that bright red. So I have to see, do I want to go pink? I think I want to go pink because I'm going to outline it unless it's really light, which I don't think it is going to be. The color's coming down. I don't think it's going to be really light because I have a lighter pink in there too. Yeah, that's good. It's going to be good. I'm going to use it. All right, so I'm going to color this in, and then I'm going to finish stamping my days of the week. And I'm going to write in my numbers. And then the other thing is, if you're doing a big project, it's good to like have some continuity. So for me, it's like all of my stamps that I'm using for the actual like planning, such as the dates, I have use the same stamp set throughout. Like, so my February was stamped using Inkwat Shop stamp set. They have all the months, and so I stamped all the months with that same one. And then all of my days of the week are all using this paper tray ink stamp set, which you'll see in a second. And then I'm writing all of my my numbers. But then there's some continuity, so it just kind of goes together, even though you're decorating each month very differently. You've got that feeling of continuity because you've got this sort of standard of using some of the same products throughout. And so I'm actually really liking this pink a lot, and it's going really well. It's just February is a long word. And so after this, I'm going to stamp my days of the week, and then I'm going to write my numbers, and then I'm going to take my black Micron pen, and I'm going to go over a lot of the stamping just to kind of brighten everything up, and then we'll be done. I'm trying to think what I have left. So I still have to finish September. That one I'm not going to do on camera. Because I started that one and I went, ooh, that's not what I want to do. And then maybe I want to just do it on the camera. So that one was just like a practice one. But I have May. I have September, October, November, December. So quite a few left. That's okay. So let me just finish coloring this. See, I'm almost done. These are water-based acrylic markers from Archer and Olive. This is one of their larger notebooks. I want to say it's an A5, A6. I get confused about which one it is. It's like 8.5 by 6 or something like that. So it's one of the bigger ones. I initially was going to use the 8 by 8, but I'm actually really glad that I'm using this size. It actually is the perfect size. It's very close to the composition notebook size, which is like 8.5 by 11 or something close to that. And that's what I used the last 2 years. All right. Ta-da! Okay, that's lovely. Now I am going to stamp. Here's my paper tray ink stamp set, and I'm going to use black. And so I'm just going to be doing my my days of the week. So I start with Sunday, And so Saturday and Sunday, I want to say they're not important because they're, weekends, but I don't work on those days, so I don't stress as much if those days are decorated because I rarely have to come in on those days, if ever. But I can't remember the last time I ever came on a weekend. And this stamp set stamps really well. I have no idea if I have a feeling Paper Train isn't going to carry this anymore if they don't already not carry it, because they got rid of a lot of their old stuff, and I think this is one of their older sets because I've had it for a while. But it is like the perfect size for this project. Friday and Saturday. And I wanted to say notes. Okay, so the stamping is done. That part is done. And now I always look up to make sure that I don't screw up the date. So let me go off camera here and pull up my calendar for let's see, January starts Sunday. So this starts, oops, and I also need to see how many, I think is there 30 days? 31 days. So that is very important because I have messed up my own calendar before by not starting on the right day, and I have done some dumb things when I've made these calendars. I made quite a few of them over the years. You would think after all this time I would get good at it, but no. And these are a little pricey, but I highly recommend them. It's I think this size was like $35 or something like that. I do have sales. $28, $29, $30, and $31. Okay, so there is, and put my phone out of the way. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace along the stamped line, and that is going to give me a finished crisp look. And that's another reason why I decided to go with the pink, because I thought it would show up the black pen really well. But this is also a really good tip if you are, actually I do this quite a bit with my stamping, is I go over, once I've colored my image, I go over with a black marker. Some people who are really feel confident in their MISTI skills will put it back in their MISTI and stamp over it again, but I don't have that kind of confidence. I think it'll end up blurry and ruin my hard work coloring, so I don't even try to play that game. So that's February, and yeah, I play that game. It's a big no thank you. And see how much more like vibrant it looks. So it just looks better. It also cleans up any mistakes that you've made for the most part, like a coloring, maybe you went off the lines. And there's that. So I just really like how it just looks. So that's just my preference. If you don't want to do the work, you know, you don't have to. There we go. So there's that one. So there's that side of February. And then here is this side. And so then I'm coloring in, or they have those black dots that were for, I don't know if it's sprinkles or what, but I'm coloring them so you can see them. And I'm just trying not to interrupt the date that I have there, so I'm just kind of skipping some of it. Let's see. There we go. So there's that one, and then here is this one right here. And again, the dots. I do love how it comes out. This is going to be so fun to work in this year. You know, and then it's very much a conversation starter, because I go to work and I pull this out, or go to a meeting and everyone's like, what the heck? So they want to know how you did it, and it was so amazing that they could never do that. But I think a lot of people who are crafters probably already can do this pretty easily. Newbies might need a little bit of practice. Okay. And I guess I could always do this like at the end or off camera, but I just want to do it all while I'm doing it, because I don't want to have to like go back, because this is like practical crafting for me. This is actually something that I'm going to use, so I want it kind of done. And it's almost done. And let's see here. Just really cleaning up all those lines. You can see how much like clearer it looks, and I just have to do this handle, and February will be in the books. All right. Here is February. Wow, we're coming along. We're coming along. Okay, so it's February. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy Crank the Heart.